Hello folks, today it's going to be more exclusive and of course much more expensive than usual. I'm calling you from downtown Las Vegas and show you my top 3 steakhouses. Normally not in my price range, but there are special days in life when it has to be more exclusive. Let's start with my number 3, Oscar's Steakhouse in the legendary Plaza Hotel. Remember Marty McFly was there in Back to the Future Part 2. The legendary glass dome of the Plaza is simply a unique eye-catcher. Incidentally, Oscar Goodman was an extremely popular mayor of Las Vegas from 1999 to 2011. The view of the Fremont Street Experience entrance from the glass dome is magnificent. But now let's take a look at the food. The bread that was served in advance didn't taste it as good as the upcoming other two. It was more like flatbread and not as crunchy. I was advised to try the Spilotro steak, named after the well-known Italian-American mobster Anthony the Ant Spilotro. Significantly cheaper than filet mignon and of course not quite as tender, I was satisfied with this perfectly medium rare cooked piece of meat refined in herb butter. The downside at Oscar's, as in many other steakhouses, and the big difference to my number 1 and 2, is that we don't get any side dishes extra included to the steak. At Oscar's, I had the honor of trying the best chocolate cake I've ever had. Wonderful chocolatey, including this wonderful greasy ganache on top of that liquid chocolate. A real dream. Our server had already warned us that the portion was easy to share, and he was kind of right. This huge piece is ideal for 2 people. Top of Binion's Steakhouse inside the Binion's Hotel is my number 2. Located on the 24th floor, this gourmet restaurant is a step back in time with its vintage Vegas decor. This legendary steakhouse is around since 1957, when it originally opened as a top of the Mint back in the days when the Binion's Horseshoe was still the Mint Hotel. Romantic atmosphere and first-class service. We were told that some of the guys worked there for decades. It's more family-like, you can say. We have eaten here several times over the past few years due to the generous comps at Binion's. And it is like seeing old friends again. The decor is classic Vegas vintage, and the view over downtown to the Strat on the 24th floor is amazing. The bread at Binion's with different types of butter and 3 exotic types of gourmet salts is fantastic. But be careful with the salt, don't overdo it or it will be too salty. That's happened to me more than one time. The big plus here is that we also get decent side dishes with the steak. Every entree comes with fresh vegetables of the day, and you can also choose between a loaded baked potato, risotto, steakhouse, mac and cheese, Yukon garlic, mashed potatoes at the side dish. For a while we've been eating New York steak here, and I have to say that we are extremely satisfied with it. You can taste the flame, the meat isn't quite filet, but it is still incredibly tender. The lemon sorbet is also included as a small treat to stimulate the taste buds after the entree. For dessert, we have the freshly flamed creme brulee and the so-called Sin City Decadence, which is a homemade peanut chocolate brownie with ice cream and chocolate sauce. Overall, we love the Binion Steakhouse. By the way, to have a reservation is great, but you can usually get a table without one. But for now, let's just look a slight angle across Fremont Street and head over to the legendary Four Queens in Hugos Cellar. For my number 1 steakhouse, the place is unique for a romantic dinner. Every lady is greeted with a long stamped rose. As I mentioned, the atmosphere is very romantic, but Hugo has a lot more to offer than just love. After the opening bread, you will experience something unique at Hugos. The tableside salad cart that comes to your table and makes you a perfect mate to order salad. Every single ingredient will served upon your wish, which is included in the price. All entrees are accompanied with a choice of plum puree, white or wild rice, or roasted fingerling potatoes. Regarding to meat quality, Hugo exclusively serves Creekstone Farms premium black Angus beef aged at a minimum of 40 days. And what should I say? The steaks were on point and perfectly delicious. Also included is a sauce of your choice. In our case, we took the sauce béarnaise. Like at Binions, you will get another sorbet to destimulate the taste buds. You think the generosity ends here? Not in Hugos Cellar. They will serve you complimentary strawberries dipped in chocolate with a delicious whipped cream. In short, Hugo gives you everything plus a little more, including a romantic vintage atmosphere. So ladies and gentlemen, these were my number 3 picks for the steakhouses of Fremont Street, Las Vegas. Have you been to one of them? Then let's talk about it in the comments below. Take care for now and to the next food session.